Well, Merry Christmas. Today's December 26th, the day after Christmas. Time for our weekly meeting highlights. So this week we're going to say hello to Unhelpful Thoughts. But first, let's see how I did. It was ugly. Oh, it was ugly. I wasn't going to share. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't going to share. I was just going to tell you I was taking a bye week and just let it go at that. And but you know, like I'd like to share the good, the bad, and the ugly with you. And that weigh-in was ugly, 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 ugly. And you know what? Totally deserved, totally expected. I spent the week wallowing in self-pity because it's a different Christmas this year. I turned to the Christmas cookies, the Christmas fudge, the Taco Bell, the Burger King. I went crazy. I just went crazy. There's no other explanation. I know everybody's going to say, well, it was the holidays. You should enjoy yourself. It only comes once a year, all of that stuff. But obviously, I over-enjoyed and overindulged. And to be honest with you, I'm not feeling that great. And it's not because of the weight gain. It's just how my body feels because I put all this processed food in my body, which I haven't been doing. And so my body is reacting. And it's reminded me, you know, Sandy, please, let's go back to eating the way we were. We felt so much better. We loved it so much more. So, 214 is what I weighed this morning. 214. I'm back up. Well, I was under 210. I was so happy I was under 210. And now I'm back, working my way back to 220. And I'm not going to get there. A 4.4 gain. Oh, my gosh. 4.4 pounds in 1 week. That's just unexcusable. It really is. There's no logical explanation other than I overindulged. I really did. But the high note in all of that, I'm still in the 90s as far as my weight loss. 90.2. This week was a combination of very unhelpful thoughts. Very, very unhelpful thoughts. I wish I would have. I usually print these out on Saturday morning. I did print this out last night. I should have printed it out last Sunday. So tomorrow when the new things come out, I'm going to look at it right away because this was like a week. And not to say that it would have changed my mind this week. I probably wouldn't have. I was discouraged because, I've been telling you for how many years, it's a number on the scale. When will I convince myself of what I'm trying to preach? Because I think that I came to the realization because Thursday is the last day of the year. By Thursday, I wanted to be in Wonderland. I wanted to have my 100 pounds lost. I came to the realization on my way in last Saturday that was not going to happen. I wanted to spend the holidays with my family. That didn't happen. And it was just convenient. It was convenient to go and stop at a fast food place. I mean, I even stood in the lines. I mean, not stood in the lines, I was in my car, but I stayed in the lines, and there were a lot of cars, and it was just like, even, usually I would be in the line, and I'm thinking, is this really worth the wait? But this week, I thought, this is worth the wait. And it really, you know what, it really was. It really was worth it this week. And that's not really something you should say on a weight loss channel. I really shouldn't. But sometimes I think you just need to snap out of it, as Cher says on Moonstruck. It's just, I needed to get it out of my system. I had to have my one big last hurrah. And for 2020, just let's get this year out of the way. Let's have one big old, you know, let's get it out of the way kind of a celebration. And a last big hurrah. Last big charge up that hill. You know, because I'm going to set new goals, which I do every year anyhow, but I'm going to set some new goals. I'm going to have some better choice words than I've had this week. And just get back and having healthy thoughts and get back to knowing that I can reach my goal because I have a whole year now. I'm not pigeonholed into thinking I have to have it done by the 31st of this month. It's a goal I'm going to accomplish in 2021. I just know it because I just feel that the whole year is going to be better. I know, Sandy. You said you thought you were going to make it to the 100 pounds. You just knew it. But you know, I was a little off kilter. I was a little off course. So I've readjusted my sails on my ship, and we're heading in the right direction now. We're heading into the sunrise, not the sunset, because I am determined to lose by next week. And it's going to be a struggle, and it's going to be hard. But I am determined to lose that 4.4 next week. I'm not setting a goal too high. I'm just setting a goal that, you know, like when you start climbing Mount Everest, I'm never going to do that. But you don't say, I'm going to hit the peak today. You just know, I'm going to hit the peak. It might take me a little bit, but I'm going to work a little bit more. And, you know, like, if you don't get to that first summit like you want to get to, you don't turn around and quit. You just say, well, you know, I didn't make it today, but tomorrow I'm going to do it. So that's my thought. I'm climbing that mountain, and I'm going to get to the top. Climb every mountain. Sound of Music was on this week. I'm sure you watched it. But anyway, let's get to the weekly highlights. Enough babbling from me. Say hello to Unhelpful Thoughts. Hear us out. I should have listened. I should have listened earlier. Even though we know that setting boundaries is really about prioritizing what matters most to us, which is a helpful thought, sometimes it leads to thoughts that make us feel guilty, which are not so helpful. Unfortunately, I can honestly tell you that I didn't feel guilty this week. I just felt defeated. I guess that's a good word. Defeated. So, which is not a helpful thought, I guess. Now when I think about it, that's not a helpful thought, but I just felt that I just needed one big, I don't know. I think like what, you know, like if you're going to give something up, you go on like a big splurge. And then you just like, I'm going to go on a splurge, I'm going to get that all out of my system, then I'm not going to want to do it anymore. Well, I think I did that this week. Because I don't want to go to Taco Bell anymore, and I certainly don't want to go to Burger King or McDonald's or Wendy's or any of those places because I had my fill of them this week. So, anyway, so how do we avoid getting caught up in this or other unhelpful thoughts that keep us from our goals? We handle them by creating distance so we can accept them and keep moving forward. I found that funny. I'm chuckling to myself because I should have created some distance. I've told you, store-bought cookies, not a temptation. Christmas cookies, Christmas fudge, fast food, pop. That's another thing. I had pop this week. Sonic soda, tonic, whatever you call it in your area of the world. Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, Sprite, A&W root beer. Had them all. Did you know I gained 4.4? How could that have happened? I think I just explained it. Anyway, these are the 3 steps that you need to take. Number 1, single out that unhelpful thought. I said I'd take a daily walk, and I've already stopped after 3 days. Here I go again. Why can't I stick with anything? Well, if you watched my daily vlog, you see that I didn't go for not one walk this week. I don't walk to lose weight. I walk just to keep myself limber, to get myself in the good frame of mind in the morning, just to get my day started properly, and just to feel invigorated. I don't notice any difference in my weight whether I walk or I don't walk. The only difference I notice is my attack on the day, how I'm going to attack the day as far as if I've walked that morning or not. And it's my inspiration to keep me on track, and I kind of let that go to the wayside this week. A couple of the days I couldn't walk. I can't walk today because we got snow. Snow for Christmas. It was nice. We woke up Christmas morning, which was the high point of my Christmas morning. Well, no, I got some nice gifts from Jem, but I mean, it was just a different kind of Christmas. We'll leave it at that. Number 2 is acknowledge. Name that thought as if you're looking at it from afar. There's that thought again, that one that always says, I can't stick with anything. I tend to think this way a lot. My acknowledging of my thoughts this week was, okay, today I was supposed to have my couple's dinner. I didn't have it, so I'm going to go to Taco Bell. Oh, today should have been our Christmas Eve dinner. I think I'll go to Burger King. Oh, today's supposed to be Christmas Eve. We're supposed to do something. No. Let's go to Olive Garden. But we might as well go to Subway because nothing's going to be open on Christmas. So we can get a sub. We can get a sub for Saturday. It was just ugly. Number 3, commit. Focus on what you want to do, not what you might do because of that thought. Just because I have not thought that I ruined things doesn't mean I should just give up. I can still work toward my goal. Definitely, definitely. I am committing myself to having a better week, having better thought process. I'm not even really, you think with a 4.4 gain that I would be beating myself up and like wallowing in self-pity, and I needed it. I just needed it. And sometimes you just know, like a mental health day, you just know. I think that part of me realizes that I just needed to, I know, I was only me and Jim here, so it was just the two of us wallowing in self-pity together, I guess. But it was just a week I needed just to get it out of my system. End the year. The year started on such a high note, and then come around, it was going like that, and then March came, and then it went, and it was just like ugly. But I have so much to look forward to in 2021. It's just so much to look forward to. Number 1, I'm going to reach my 100-pound goal. Number 2, I'm going to reach Wonderland. Number 3, I am going to reach my actual ultimate goal, whatever that may be. I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to reach that goal. I'm thinking I'm making myself 175. I think that's going to be my personal goal. It's going to be my 50th wedding anniversary. I'm going to have a big party for my 50th wedding anniversary. We are going to have a barbecue for Memorial Day, for Labor Day, for 4th of July, for my birthday, for Jim's birthday. We're going to get together for Thanksgiving. I am going to have my whole Christmas week, and I'm going to do it in a healthy way next year. I am going to be a very dedicated person. I'm going to appreciate all the things I took for granted in life. Little tiny little things that we just simply took for granted. And this year, 2020, was the year of realization of we took too much for granted. And it's going to be a good year. The best is yet to come. Stay with me, because I know it's like Sandy, you're I don't know, whatever. But anyway, the recipe. Okay, this is what I don't understand. I know it was Christmas week. Say hello to Unhelpful Thoughts. Hear us out. And then they give us a recipe for pizzelle cookie cannolis, which I know they're 4 points, and they do look good. But I guess I probably would have been better than the half dozen Christmas cookies I ate every day, because I probably ate a half dozen Christmas cookies every day, between the cookies and the fudge and candy and pop and all of that. But anyway, that does look pretty nice. I'm going to save this and I'm going to make it for next year, because I have a recipe folder. Some of the recipes I do keep, and this one does look like something I would do. So this is something I'm going to make next year, because I'm not ready for it just yet. But anyway, okay, ugly weigh-in, 4.4 gain. But on the good note, I'm still in the 90s as far as my weight loss. And I have a better frame of mind. I'm not so down on myself. And I realized that the reasons I overate this week, the reasons I kind of binged, I've recognized them, I've accepted them, and now I'm moving on. All I can say is, if you have to believe in yourself. If you can't believe in yourself, you can't expect anybody else to believe in you. And trust me, I believe in myself, and I believe it's going to be a better week. I don't even believe it, I know it. It's going to be a better week. So stay with me for, at least come back next week to see that I've lost my 4.4, because I am going to do a menu plan this week. I am going to stick with it. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button, and share it if you think somebody might like to see it. I know it probably sounded like I was really down on myself this video. I really wasn't. I was just acknowledging facts. Sometimes you just have to acknowledge facts. It's not easy to do sometimes. Just like looking in the mirror, sometimes it's not easy to do. But every once in a while, you just have to take a self-evaluation, and today I'm taking a self-evaluation, and you join me on my self-evaluation journey. So thanks a lot. As always, stay safe. I'll see you on my daily vlog.